Hi, Church. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm here bringing you an update on the process, the conversations regarding the Sunday formats. So, I'm going to start with reminding us of the goals that we have for this and why we're doing this. So, one of the goals is to provide opportunities for everyone to get the most out of the Sunday services while remaining faithful to our identity as a multicultural church. Another goal is to offer welcoming environments to both English and Spanish speaking church members and visitors. Another one is to create spaces where we all can love each other by receiving, embracing, and intentionally participating in each other's cultures and languages. I'm gonna talk about the process that we using for making decisions here as leaders and staff and church in general. So the first one is evaluation. That's where we see okay what needs to be changed, what needs to be adjusted. The second one is we recommend solutions, ideas that can help us, with whatever we are seeing that needs some changes or adjustment or yeah, change in general. Then we go to decision, where is where we come up with okay, what are the next steps, what are we gonna do, and what's the possible solution. Then we go to implementing, and then we go back to reviewing. And I think I added that we usually use the first four, and I added this one because in this case we will need to go back as a whole, as a core team, and review this conversation. So talk about evaluation a little bit, where what we did. So why do we need a new format for our gathering on Sundays? So this is what we talked about, and we were evaluating where we are at, or where we were in terms of Sunday services. And one reason why we need a new format is because we became aware of the need of being more welcoming to everyone by serving both English and Spanish speaking church member and visitors equitable. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I just translated that from Google. So, equitativamente es la palabra en español. It's the word in Spanish, equitativamente. Anyway, you know what I mean. The second one is continuous challenges with technology and interpretation for Spanish speaking members, which has been impacting their engagement with the message and overall experience on Sunday. That is very important. We have realized that. And so this second point is very important in the whole conversation. The impact that not having an enough or clear or a robust system, how it has been impacting the engagement and the receiving of the message and the experience on Sundays for Spanish community, since they are the one who are most of the time receiving or having to have the translation. So then we went to recommendation. This is where core team came in. So we together, core team and was the leadership recommended four options, and then a core team gave their input on four options and process overall. That we did that through core team meetings, and then another conversations, Q&A that we had on Zoom, and also after church. Then we have key conclusions from this is one, we want to stay together and protect our unity and identity as a multicultural church. We also want to make sure that our Sunday gatherings are, again, that word there, equitable, equitably serving both English and Spanish speaking members and visitors. And we also realize that there is not a perfect scenario, and we all, this is very important for any idea, any system to work, is that we all must love sacrificially by acknowledging that our calling as a multicultural church merits, requires our efforts towards unity, love, and intentional engagement. And then we went to the decision. So this is what we are. This is probably what you're curious about. So we thought, based on the information that we received from everyone, and the input and feedback and listening, we this is what we heard, right? So we heard that people want balanced languages. So we thought that the 2 Sundays in English and 2 Sundays in Spanish format would work, would help us, and it will be done in the first and third and second and fourth kind of rotation. So English will be on the first, on the third, and then Spanish will be on the second and the fourth Sunday of each month. and every time that there is a fifth Sunday, so about 3 4 times a year, it will be open, and depending on who is sharing the message on that day. We also realized another decision is that we're going to be investing in equipments to improve the connecting and translation system on Sundays. Also, we will need to involve more interpreters for this, and there are people that already have said that they will be willing to help. Since, as you can see, then the translation now we will need expertise going in both languages, so we will need more help in that, especially going from Spanish to English. Again, Tracy has been doing a really good job and helping through this, but I think we believe we need more. So another decision, or kind of not decision, but a consideration, is that the possibility of pre-recording the messages each week in the other language. So if the message, let's say, first Sunday is in English, so we will pre-record in Spanish, and having that online for people to listen to it too, so that everyone will have the message in both languages every week, and adding notes and with key points, and posting that online or printed. That last point, the one that I just talked about, is a consideration. It's not a decision yet. It's kind of like an add-on to the main system. But we're considering, because there might be things that will have an impact, time, recording, creating notes, and all those things. We have to make sure that we have capacity for all that. But it's a thought. So, but yes, the main idea from the main decision is that it seems like the 2 Sundays in English and 2 Sundays in Spanish format would work. That's what we received, that what we heard from both elders, leadership, staff, and core team. So what's next? What's going to happen, or when this is going to be implemented? Um, the implementation. So what are the next steps? Is we're going to start with a 6-week pilot starting on August 25th through September 29th. This is based on the promise that we did, that we said that we were gonna implement. We're gonna give enough time to 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 implement a pilot. So it's a pilot. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna implement this for 6 weeks, and then we're gonna come back and review it. So here's the schedule for the pilot starting on August 25th through September 29th. So every other Sunday, we're going to be switching languages. And then on September 29th, which there is a core team meeting, we will come back. And that day, that same day, this is the last day of the pilot. That same day, we're going to stay and we're going to hear, I think we will have enough information to kind of review and say whether this system is actually working, and what needs to be reviewed, and what do we need, is the equipment, and this investment actually working. So we're hoping and asking you and believing that you can be there on that core team meeting, because we will need your input for that. So that is the overall update that we have. So I'm gonna go back to this, kind of to review this: 2 Sundays in English, 2 Sundays in Spanish. Uh, every other Sunday we'll be switching, and then the implementing process, or when we were going to be implementing that, would be starting on August 25th. Let's remember, and August 18th, where that's going to be an outdoor service. So we're looking forward to that. Don't forget to sign up for the WCI Olympics that day. And then the next Sunday after that day, we're going to be doing our first Sunday in Spanish. And then from there, the next 6 weeks, we will do the switching from English to Spanish until September 29th. So other than that, please reach out if you have questions. If something wasn't clear, here's a presentation. Hopefully you can go back. It's going to be in a video, so you can go back and review, read through it, and then reach out if you have questions. Again, thanks again for watching and following up this conversation. And yeah, looking forward to see everyone on Sunday, this Sunday, which we have a special message this Sunday, with our series of messages on going deeper with God, when He is the one who asks the question. God bless. See you then. Bye.